Hello everyone, welcome back to Soulshine, where we dive deep into the psychology that shapes our lives. Today we're exploring a truly compelling topic, the ego epidemic, why more people are unhappy than ever before. First, let's understand what we mean by ego. The ego in this context isn't just self-esteem or confidence, it's our constructed self-image, the part of ourselves that feels the need to be constantly validated by the external world. In the past few decades, societal structures have shifted dramatically. The rise of social media, the relentless pursuit of status symbols, and a culture that prizes individual achievement above all else have all fed into what I'm calling the ego epidemic. This phenomenon is contributing significantly to why more and more people are finding themselves unhappy. Historically, human beings lived in close-knit communities where cooperation and communal success were key to survival. Fast forward to today, and what we find is a stark contrast. Individual achievements are often highlighted more than community success. From a very young age, people are taught to compete rather than cooperate, to compare rather than connect. Now let's talk science and psychology for a bit. Research in psychology shows that when people focus intensely on themselves, their desires, their ambitions, their status, they often become not only less happy, but also more anxious and less socially connected. This is partly because the ego can be incredibly fragile. It needs constant feeding through compliments, achievements, and recognition, and this can become an exhausting, never-ending cycle. Social media fuels this by offering a platform where ego boosting is just a part of daily life. Each like or comment on a photo or a post becomes a micro-validation of one's self-worth, and the absence of these can feel like outright rejection. The irony here is profound. While these platforms connect us to more people than ever before, they often lead to feelings of greater isolation and dissatisfaction. Moreover, this obsession with the self can lead to what psychologists term as narcissism epidemic. This is characterized by traits such as entitlement, arrogance, and an overinflated sense of importance, all of which are linked with chronic dissatisfaction and unhappiness. In tandem with this rise in egocentric culture, we're seeing declining rates of community-oriented values such as empathy and compassion. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of another, which is the antithesis of ego-driven behavior. When people are less empathetic, they struggle more with interpersonal relationships and community building, leading to a sense of loneliness and unfulfillment. So what's the solution? How do we combat this ego epidemic? Firstly, awareness is key. Recognizing how your ego drives your behavior is the first step to overcoming its grip. Practices like mindfulness and meditation can be incredibly helpful here. They draw our attention away from our self-centered worries and bring our focus to the present moment, helping us cultivate a sense of peacefulness and connection to the world around us. Secondly, fostering community and focusing on collective well-being can counteract the negative impacts of egocentric living. Initiatives can range from community service to simpler acts like spending more time with loved artists or in nature, all promoting a sense of belonging and collective joy. And finally, educating ourselves and the younger generations about the value of intrinsic over extrinsic goals. Pursuing things because they are meaningful to you personally, not because they earn you status or admiration, can shift the narrative from me to us. To tie all this up, let's remember, happiness comes more naturally when we connect with others and engage in activities that bring meaning and joy, not just status and validation. Thank you so much for tuning into today's discussion on the ego epidemic. I hope it's given you food for thought and tools to bring more genuine happiness into your life. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this video if you think it could help others. Let's spread understanding and support each other in fostering more mindful, connected living.